Earlier this week, I introduced the Bipartisan Retirement Enhancement Savings Act of 2019, and the acronym for that is RESA, R-E-S-A. I'm pleased to be joined by my colleague, Finance Committee Ranking Member Wyden, in introducing this very important piece of legislation. The workplace retirement system provides an effective way for employees to save for retirement. But not all workers have access to retirement plans, and some workers who have access to a plan don't always participate. So, the committee felt that we need to do more to encourage and facilitate retirement savings. That's why we're providing new incentives for employers to adopt retirement plans. The bill also helps reduce costs of operating these plans and creates new provisions to encourage workers to plan and to save for retirement. This bill has been a long time in the making. Work on it actually began shortly after the passage of the Pension Protection Act of 2006. So when I say a long time, if it actually started back there at that time, that's 12 years ago, 13 years ago. 12 years ago, I'm sorry. Over several Congresses, the Finance Committee has held hearings on the retirement system and reviewed a number of proposals to improve the system. Many ideas were put forward. We examined each of them carefully, including through the work of the Finance Committee's Tax Reform Working Group on Savings and Investment, which did most of its work during the year 2015. The resulting proposals were brought together to form this bill that we call RESA. It was unanimously approved by the Finance Committee in 2016. In the last Congress, many of us worked closely with former Senator Hatch and chairman at that time to advance this package. We came very close to an agreement last December, but as a lot of times happens at the end of the year, it fell short due to politics and the process at that time. Passage of this important bill remains a top priority for me. I've continued working closely with Senator Wyden, the ranking Democrat, other committee members, and even colleagues in the House to maintain the momentum from the end of last year so that improvements in this bill can be signed into law without further delay. The RESA bill would reform our retirement savings laws in several important areas. For example, it would improve on an existing type of plan called the multiple employer plan, or as we say in finance, MEP. The bill would expand these plans so that employers can join together to sponsor a single retirement plan for their workers. These open MEPs would make it far more feasible for businesses of all sizes, and especially small businesses, to offer retirement plans by harnessing economies of scale and reducing unnecessary administrative burdens on employers. But more importantly, these open MEPs would open the door for millions of Americans to save for retirement. Speaking of small businesses, the bill includes provisions designed to make it easier and more cost-effective for smaller employers to sponsor a retirement plan. Small businesses, farms, and ranches are, of course, vital to our economy. We need to encourage a level playing field so that workers at small businesses throughout our country have equal access to retirement plans as workers at Fortune 500 companies have. RESA also would create a new fiduciary safe harbor for employers that allow employees to invest in lifetime income arrangements like annuities. In addition, the bill would expand the portability of retirement plan assets, including those annuities. That would allow workers then to keep their retirement savings when they change jobs throughout their career. This bill encourages employers to provide the kind of tools and flexibility that employees need to plan for a financially secure retirement. RISA also would help employees add to their retirement savings each year through automatic increases in contributions to 401k plans. And also to help workers plan better for retirement, the legislation would require employers to provide an estimate of how much the employee's account would provide during retirement if the employee invested the balance in an annuity. All of this is intended to help individuals get on the path of saving for a secure retirement during their working years. But it's also with an eye towards making sure that their savings will last once they retire. I should also note that this bill is paid for. This is the pay for. The main offsetting provision involves an option under current law for a person to pass along his or her IRA or 401k account to a family member or other beneficiary. Under current law, the recipient of that account can keep the inherited funds in the tax-deferred account and save for their own retirement if they take out a required minimum amount each year. That is often referred to as a stretch IRA. The bill maintains this savings option for people who inherit an IRA or retirement account, but it places a limit on how large an account can be inherited on a tax-protected basis. This is a common-sense approach to encourage the next generation to save for retirement while ensuring that the changes in this bill are fiscally responsible. Retirement security is a very important topic that is already getting a great deal of attention this year. The House Ways and Means Committee considered a retirement savings bill yesterday that is built on the provisions included in RISA. And I look forward to working with Chairman Neal of the House Ways and Means Committee to reconcile our bills and get a final package to the President's desk. So in closing, I want to sum by stressing that increasing long-term savings in America is critically important. We know that there are ways that we can improve our private retirement system to make it easier for Americans to save. The reforms in this bill represent a very important step forward in improving Americans' retirement security. I know that there are other members with additional ideas for improving retirement security. I want those members to know that regardless of this bill passing, we're ready to consider those proposals and advancing those that will build on RISA and help attain the goal of ensuring that all Americans achieve a security retirement. I yield the floor.